Hey guys, Better1979 here. First of all, I want to say I'm sorry if it takes a little bit longer to make some videos. Sometimes the creative juices needs to get a little bit more time, especially in the fall and transition to winter. That's always a little bit more depressing. So anyways guys, what I got for you today is a review on the ASTROLUX S1. This is the S2 that you see right here, so I just want to show you guys that I got the S2 as well. And there's another S2 on the way, so that's how much I like this one. So let's take the S2 out of the way and stick with the S1. So this is the S1. This is the 18.3 350 configuration. So this is the smaller configuration out of the bunch. I'm gonna show you guys the box and what it comes with, so you guys can see it's 1A. So this is the one I wanted. So I want the cool white. The S2 I didn't get the cool white, but the second one that is coming in that I bought, that's gonna come in a few weeks, is gonna be the cool white model. So they didn't have it in stock the last time I ordered the previous one, the one I got right now. So this is the 18650 battery tube. You got a pocket clip. You also get a few accessories, so a spare boot cap and a couple of stuff in here. So can I take that out of the bag, or is the bag sealed? Yeah, I think the bag is sealed. So you get an extra O-ring, you get a boot cap and a lanyard. So a couple of things that comes in that, you know, could be useful, but personally I don't use that stuff. I don't even use the pocket clip because this thing goes into my jean pocket. And I gotta say guys, I really love the 18350 size. So this thing has a key power IMR in there. So let me show you guys the battery. Unscrew that. So there you go, key power IMR 750 milliamp hour. So nice little battery. So I ordered that from Banggood. It's pretty much the only place where you can order lithium-ion batteries up here in Canada. So it's the only place that still delivers, except if you order from Amazon and stuff like that, but it's gonna be more expensive. But I gotta say guys, this size is my favorite size for 18650. That thing is plenty bright, and I mean it's just a great light. So functional light, you just press it on, then you can switch from low, medium, high and turbo. So you get 4 modes, so you can change that, you can customize that. If you guys want me to get into a programming videos, I can do that in the future. I can do a programming videos to show you guys all the functions and how to activate them. So how to switch between that, and especially the S2. The S2's got so many functions, bells and whistles in there. It's kind of crazy. The only thing is I don't like the boot cap glowing like that. I don't mind that it's transparent, but I don't mind that it's glowing. I wish that they could have done inside, just inside the cap there, a little switch, a little tiny micro switch where you can switch it off, and that way it doesn't drain any little well, it doesn't drain that much battery, but still drains a little bit of battery life. But right now I got it programmed on one mode, so only one lighting, so it's on high, so it comes out by default. It's always high, so you cannot mistake it. For what I do for work, I need it to have turbo all the time, so this is it. If I want to get the strobe, I got more memory enabled, so one click back and now I'm on strobe. So but now the strobe is going to be by default with the memory, so every time I turn it on it's going to be, well, except if I switch it up, but it's going to come back with the anyways, one of the default of having just one switch to play with the button. So anyways, let's do a size comparison between this and some other 18650 lights. So as you guys can see, it's almost half the size of my Krellant. And if I put the, gotta work around the tripod here, if I put the Convoy, so as you guys can see, the Convoy is just a little bit smaller than the Krellant, but the smallest one of all is really that little light there. So we're gonna do a just a beam shot on the wall, guys. So I'm just gonna set up the camera and just show you guys a beam shot on the wall, and after that we're gonna do a ceiling bounce. so you guys can get really the full extent of what the light can do and what I think of it. So let's switch it up. Alright guys, let's do a little setup comparison. So this is gonna be the beam on the wall comparison from a distance of, let's say, about 3 meters away. So let's see guys, for first let's start off with the ASTROLUX S1. So let's go with the S1 on the wall and see what kind of beam pattern it has. So let's see with the ASTROLUX S1. This is going to be on full power. So as you guys can see, the camera is adjusting for the lighting, which I can't change the ISO on there, so I can't put really the pattern. Sorry if I got a little cat in my I mean, a little something in my throat. So now let's go with the Convoy. That thing is a pretty good light. So the Convoy S2 Plus, yeah, S2 Plus. So let's go with the Convoy. Let's see what kind of beam pattern it has. So this is medium, high, and turbo. So you guys can see the reflection. I need to find a way to change the adjustment, the brightness on the camera. So, but right now it's going to give you guys an idea of the beam and how it looks. So this is the Convoy S2. And now let's go with the Krelent. So this is the model number 7G3CS. So Krelent. Let's go guys with the Krelent. So gives you a little bit of an idea, not much. That's kind of annoying though, because the camera keeps readjusting. Well, let me. Alright guys, this is going to be the ceiling bounce test. As you guys can see, this place is a little echoey, so I'm going to go first with the ASTROLUX, so S1. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to close the lights, and I'm just going to shine it at the ceiling at the exact same spot for every lights, so you guys can see what kind of ceiling bounce it gives, so what kind of lighting on turbo. I'm just going to keep these tests on turbo just to show you guys which kind of lighting it gives up. Anyway, everybody wants to see turbo, so let's go on turbo. So let's close the lights and let's do a ceiling bounce to see how much it lights up this little counter there. So this is the ASTROLUX S1. So you guys can see the cool whites, but they're pretty much all cool whites. So ASTROLUX S1. Let's switch it up to the Convoy. Alright, so this is max brightness on a Convoy. So ceiling bounce, same spot as the ASTROLUX. So now let's switch it up to the Krelent. So Krelent, let's do a little speed test between the Krelent. Let's switch it up real quick to the ASTROLUX. So you guys can see a little bit more light with the ASTROLUX. Switch it back to the Krelent. Yeah, a little bit more light. You guys can see that. Switch it up again. It's harder to do this test with the Convoy because the Convoy doesn't have mode memory, so you have to play around and find the memory. So I'm gonna start with a Convoy and go on full power, then switch it up to the Krelent real fast. So this is full power. I'll switch it up from the Convoy to the ASTROLUX, so you guys can get an idea. So let's go back on the Convoy. So I think this is turbo, so it has some sort of little memory, so let's make sure. Yeah, it's turbo. So let's switch it back to the ASTROLUX, and after that we'll conclude the review. So definitely brighter with the ASTROLUX. Alright guys, in conclusion, what do I think of the ASTROLUX S1? Well, for this size light, for this compact size light, this is my favorite one so far. Guys, look at the size comparison. I mean, this is something that you can put in your pocket but you know, you need the pocket clip. It's a little bit longer. You know, I love the Krillin. I love the fact that you have two switches that you can switch. You can go directly to strobe with the second switch. I mean, this is something that's great, although the other one you can program it to go to strobe and always come back on by default on strobe. So you can go back, you go to low, go back to high, then you go to strobe. So you can program it so that way if you go back on the memory, you know, you're gonna have strobe by default. So if you switch it up, then you go back, click, 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 click. So you get more memory, whatever ones you remember. Compared to the other ones, my second favorite I would say would be the Krillin, and my third favorite would be the Convoy. This is something I use mostly as a bike light. Put that on my bike, it's not too expensive, and if I break it I don't really care. So, but you have a couple of modes as well with the Convoy. Type a little piston push on the back, but the two that light us up the most for lumen wise, I think the Convoy is pretty similar to the ASTROLUX in terms of lumen. The ASTROLUX is a little bit more powerful than the Convoy, but to the naked eye, the thing is these things are not throwers, so they're floodlights, and at a certain range you won't see that much of a difference, because this might light up to like 120 meters, and this might light up to 130 meters, even though there's 400 lumens more from this one to this one. So, but it all depends. I just like the form factor of the 18350, and I think this is the form factor that I would like to for a light this size and this type. The only thing I would have wished this thing would have more, apart from a second switch somewhere around here so that you could use, aside from the primary switch on the back, so a little bit more like interface like the Krillin. The only thing I wish it had more would be the reflector. Look at the size of the reflector. Look at the difference of the reflector between the well, actually the body size is a little bit bigger too, as you guys can see. But if they had that type of light, I mean the same form factor with the 18650 and the 18350, and this style of a little bit of gunk in the lens there, so but this style of reflector, so this thing is a little bit smoother, a little bit deeper, so a little bit wider, so better for throw. This thing might throw as well as this one, just because of the reflector and the size and the depth. So if you guys, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's a little bit deeper in terms of depth. It's a little bit larger, so that you can see right here. So anyways guys, ASTROLUX S1 I think is my favorite by now. So favorite light to own from this form factor. This thing goes in, you know, that little tiny pocket that you have in your jeans. This is the place where the light goes. So you know, I'm really happy, especially for the price that I bought it. I think it was like $30 Canadian. So with all the coupon codes and stuff like that I got on Banggood. So this is the only place where you can get it, banggood.com. I'll put a link in the description so you guys can go look it up if you want to buy this flashlight or any other. So like the ASTROLUX S2, that thing was $37 Canadian with the coupon code, so 37 bucks for this. I mean, this is a good price. This thing, I can't wait to talk about that, because between these two, this one is my favorite for sure. But it's not an EDC light. It's not something that mostly I'm gonna carry all the time. This might have a little bit more chance of getting carried all the time. One more thing I'm gonna mention is when you're on turbo. So when you're on turbo like that, the intensity on turbo, I mean, this thing is just crazy. Let me show you guys if I can demonstrate that right now. So this is a basic Walmart bag, and let me just show you guys that. Hopefully it's gonna do it, because this thing is really really powerful. So I mean, look at that, it burned clean through the Walmart bag. So this thing is extremely hot, can get extremely hot. So this is only after a few seconds, so that thing was live. So let's see how long it takes. If I see, this thing is already starting to burn through, and both layers of the back. So This thing is crazy bright. So and the thing is about this form factor, with the little bit smaller head and smaller walls on the head, this thing heats up extremely quickly. I mean, you hold it up like that, which you would hold the light naturally, or maybe in a cigar grip like that, but you hold the light like that in a tactical style and just lighting up like that. How much time you can hold it is about maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and after that it starts to get really warm. I could probably do a test eventually and put a laser temperature gauge on there, so a digital distance temperature gauge that I got, and I could just do some testing to see how hot it gets. But this thing gets extremely hot. I mean, it can burn through a Walmart bag in no time. Wonder if I can use that to light up a fire or something in the woods. If you're in a pinch, you could light up a fire with that. I don't know, but anyways, you guys can see there's some artifacts in there and stuff getting inside the lens, which I need to clean up. These things are, I don't know why they're inside there, but I don't know if it's gonna be easier not to clean up and get out of there. But anyways, really good light. Quality control is not bad. It could be a little bit better on the ASTROLUX, I gotta say, especially for artifacts that gets in there, that gets in the lens like that. Just junk and stuff. So it's not, a hermetically sealed factory probably that they're manufacturing that from. But for the price, guys, it's pretty good. The interface, the drivers, you get good quality, build, good quality atomization, and it comes with a lot of stuff. So you got an 18350 and 18650 tube, so you can use two different styles of batteries. Very versatile, really great for the price. It lights up like a lot. Usually I need to light up something for like a couple seconds. I don't need to light up something for a minute or two. Otherwise I'm gonna be stepping it down to a lower level. So like that, I'm probably gonna leave it at the second one up, so medium instead, maybe high. But turbo, I'm just leaving that on because sometimes I need to light up something, or for a defensive situation, if you go on turbo and you blind somebody with that, you're gonna have time to run away, and it's just gonna completely blind up that person. So anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this little review on the ASTROLUX S1. As you guys can see, I am passionate. I'm passionate about flashlight, but I'm passionate about this light and the ASTROLUX product. I mean, I really love them. I think I'm gonna get some more in the future. Well, actually, I already ordered another one of these, the S2 model, so I already ordered another one of these, and can't wait to talk about this one. It's gonna be a future video, guys, future review. So hopefully you guys enjoy. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.